The ultimate evil takes over the Steam Next Fest. Yes, our second game in the Steam Next Fest is Dungeons 4. A demo is available. You can download it for sure for free. Cinder, hello. It's very curious about that. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Steam Next Fest, the place where a lot of publishers show their games, and we also have some slots. We had a nice stream a couple of hours ago with the Inquisitor. Check out this site and download the demo for this one because it's only available until Monday 16th of October. Yes, that's right. With me is the producer of Dungeons for Jonas.
Hello.
Nice to have you here. Always a pleasure. A couple of hours ago, I had to play the Inquisitor and host, but I had also a nice guest, Piotr from The Dust, from the developer. Now, you're gonna take over, and I'm just here checking your comments, your questions about this game, and yeah, let's switch.
Let's switch to the game.
Oh, so
There it is.
there it is. Oh, I did download it and I played it about 3 times. Oh, that's nice. Can't wait to play the full version. And it's not that long. When is the release? It's November
The 9th of November, yes.
Cool. It's
Less
not
than a month from now.
Definitely, yes. Kevin Hager, it'll be nice to have a new Tropico series coming out. This is so cool. Every time the love for Tropico is so large. Every time, doesn't matter which game we're streaming, there is a minimum of 2 people that are asking for Tropico. A minimum. The max is without any borders. And yes, tomorrow is new Tropico stuff going on. Tomorrow we have a live stream. The new going viral DLC is coming out. On Monday we had the modding stream. So this game is still alive.
There's so much to do now in the game. Much more than before. I mean, there already was much.
Is there any game on this planet that has more content than Tropico 6?
That's a good question. Yeah, so I would jump into the game. If that's okay with you.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Evil continued its efforts to free
The
Tanya.
narrator.
The trail led it to the vicinity of the
He takes over the stream.
Sometimes.
by
Yeah.
undead.
It's pretty cozy. I have my coffee here.
Yeah. So last time we finished mission 3 and now we will try to complete mission 4 and free Talia. So let's jump into the game.
The snots.
These sequences with me in a cage are being stretched out far too long here. Can't we talk this out somehow? Maybe rock, scissors, paper, like in the old days?
Huh. You know I always go for the good old rock. But speaking of stones, I will soon have all the stones of finitude together. And then...
Nobody gives a damn about your stupid marbles, you dumbass.
While Tanya was engrossed in an animated discussion with her stepbrother, the brain-eating evil was already attempting a, more or less, fruitless attempt to free her.
Oh, there is a question. How many hours to
Since undead
100%?
simply resurrected somewhat later in the graveyard after their
Just listen to
demise,
them.
an unsuccessful onslaught was no great tragedy. Admittedly, the creature-wasting evil probably never took the loss of subordinates too tragically in the first place. But back to the subject at hand. Fortunately, there were ancient mausoleums in the vicinity, which were home to powerful undead and could provide a significant supply of reinforcements. The map studying evil eagerly took notes.
Ha! See that, Tristan? My armies will free me. Go on, you undead! Knock 'em down! Eat their brains! I don't know, just do something.
A temple with a sacrificial pit would need to be built before the merciless evil's undead creatures could summon more minions. Quickly, the construction-obsessed evil set about doing just that.
Yeah, how many hours to finish the game? Christian Wolfertstetter mentioned it, but I forgot it. It definitely depends.
The whole game, it takes a long time. Yeah, the campaign, we have 20 missions. So, yeah. At least a good more than a dozen hour. Probably like 30 if you are
30.
thorough.
Okay, so you definitely have a lot of stuff to do in the main game.
Yeah. And of course there are lots of special achievements to unlock for each map. So there's much to do. And then if you are finished with the campaign, there's also the skirmish maps available.
So, all hail to the ultimate evil, beater of good for nothing. Good doers. Stefan, thanks for the comment. Main menu looks nice. Thanks. Why is there no... Oh, this is a good question. Why is there no demo for PlayStation 5? We have an answer. It's only for Xbox.
The demo is only for the Xbox and Microsoft Store and Steam.
Yeah. So many people are watching us now here on Steam. Thanks a lot for being with us. I wonder why... Oh, who's the composer of the game? Or for that, I think. Do we have the name of the composer?
We do, but I don't know.
I don't. Yeah.
It will be listed in the soundtrack. Once.
Are the credits displayed in the demo? So from there, if you check out the credits, if
That's a good question. In the main game, the credits are included for sure.
Yeah.
I think they're in the demo as well.
Okay, maybe check out in the main menu. Could be the credits implemented, and from there you can. Our names are also in the end credits.
I hope so.
Hope it will be a long campaign. Yes. And I like the English version, but Monty is the best narrator. The German one. Yes.
Yeah, we wanted to have the return of the narrators from the previous titles because we like them a lot, and
it's Monty Arnold.
Monty
right?
Arnold,
yeah,
yes.
it's a comedian, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he a comedian? Yes, I think so.
Yes, I can remember. And maybe later a lot of DLC like Dungeon 3. Yes, we hope so. So it should be the goal. And I spoke with Christian Wolfertstetter, the creative director, and I think he never runs out of ideas.
No.
This is not the problem. Yes, and also you can pre-order this game on Steam, the standard edition and the deluxe edition, of course, and get a 10% discount until release. I think this is a good thing. So usually in the last couple of months, I saw games digitally listed. Yeah, pre-order it, but not a special reason to pre-order it. There was nothing. It was just the game. I could wait until the reviews and then buy it. But here you have a 10%
It seems
discount.
your creatures don't even dare to leave the underground, Talia. But they are
So
not
what
safe
we
there
are doing
either.
here, actually.
Forward, men!
So currently
Destroy
we
the
are
dungeon
trying
in
to
the
establish
underground.
our dungeon first a bit. In this mission we get the introduction to the undead units. They have a special graveyard. And we try, of course, to free Talia from from Tristan. She is in this nice cage. And yeah, hopefully we can achieve this in this mission. So at the beginning we just need to expand our dungeon a little bit and build these special undead rooms. So let's see if we can... we already have it here. So in the temple we generate a new resource. We first have to build the special gimmick for the temple, which is the sacrificial pit. And this research is called Blight. And with this resource, our undead minions, our undead units can summon minions.
Okay.
So that's their like special twist. Each faction has its own thing going on. In this case, it's that undead units are spawning small minions that support them.
I like Talia's new voice in the German version. Only heard the English version. It's the same one. To check the German one. Oh, and sure, I already ordered the deluxe version. Even I have the Game Pass. Oh. Thanks.
The sacrificial evil had a temple built complete with a sacrificial pit. The greedy-looking black maw with
Do you
its
have a
dark
Game
void
Pass?
seemed to be
Currently,
eagerly awaiting
no.
offerings.
Same with
Presumably,
me.
the evil spirits would reward each
But
sacrifice with
I
some
had
soothing
one,
blight.
and
The
I enjoyed it a
experimental
lot.
evil
Yeah, the Game
set
Pass
about testing
is a
this
very good
theorem.
thing. But then I played so many games that weren't included in the Game Pass, and I thought, why shall I pay for the Game Pass when I'm actually playing more games that are outside of that service? And but that doesn't mean I'm done with the Game Pass. One day.
Yeah, so now we have built our temple and we have to sacrifice something. Well, we have these nice notlings
With a
and we can
willpower-
sacrifice
no.
them
Oh, come
to
on.
generate
Can't
light.
Can't you
sacrificial
sacrifice
pit.
something more
This
like
would
dwarves
provide
or
a little
heroes or
snot
so?
burning.
We can.
Yes?
So we
Okay.
defeated a hero group. We have them here. We can pick them up and
A
also
waiting
throw them
hero
in the
disappeared
pit,
into
and
the
they will
sacrificial
generate
pit.
quite a bit more of
Seductive
blight.
light spread a comforting
So-
undead
But you have to
chill
defeat
through
them
the
inside of the
temple.
dungeon, and then
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I can pick him up. But we can also sacrifice
Strengthened
gold.
by the
So
captured blight, one of the undead creatures was able to summon a minion to its side. The extravagant evil was satisfied to note that its undead were
and
able
here
to
we see
use
them
blight
summoning their
minions
ghosts.
to
So
maximize the
each
number of creatures
undead
to be
unit
used
has their own
carelessly.
minion that they
It
summon,
seemed
and
as
for
if the
these it's the
sacrificial
ghost.
pit would belch satedly were it not simply an inanimate object. The sacrificial evil had sacrificed enough things for the time being. It was time to go on the offensive.
Before we go on the offensive, I want to expand my dungeon a little bit. Because larger is always better.
Payday.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing about that whole dungeon series, that you have this dungeon setting with all the creatures working here with the traps and all that stuff, but then you have the other aspect going to the overworld, which is totally different, and that gives that whole series a very nice twist, in my opinion.
Yeah. I already researched the doors, which is always important, don't forget it, because they increase the efficiency of the room.
Yeah, I remember.
Each open tile decreases the efficiency by 10%, but so if you have one space open for a door, then you have 90%, and if you place the door in it, then you have your 100% efficiency. Yeah. What do we want to have next? The Bone Lord, another minion, of course. Let's unlock that before we go to the overworld.
the gruesome evil welcomed a bone lord
Don't have
into
enough
its
money.
ranks.
What can he
Not
do? What
only
is
could this
his...
mighty swordsman both dish it out and take it, but
So
could also
the
summon
Bone Lord is
skeletal
the
mages
close combat
as
unit
minions.
for the undead. He is there to tank the damage.
Mm-hmm.
He has also a special upgrade where he gets more armor.
Mm-hmm.
And his minion is the mage, which is then more on long distance combat. What's it called? On ranged.
Yeah.
So you can. This is a nice combination. So he tanks the damage, and his minions shoot from the back.
And he has a nice sword.
Yeah, and the Banshee has the ability. She's also more on the close combat side, but her ability is that she screams and she blocks the abilities from heroes. So they can't use the ability for a while. So combining all units in the end really gives you the edge with an army. So you can focus on one if you like, but mixing them gives you major benefits. But as you can see, for the undead, we don't need to build any rooms where we place gurus, because they of course don't eat.
They don't eat, yeah.
Yeah, they are undead. Here you can see, in this case, they can generate Blight, the resource which they need to some minions. But we always can sacrifice stuff to speed up the process. Alright. Always think about expanding your evil vault so that you can store more evilness.
Okay.
Oh, maybe let's hire one more. It's also one of the tricks in the series. You don't have to drop your units on the dungeon exit. You just can click on the overworld and they will run to this position. Oh, heroes. No, I don't want to fight them in the overworld, because we can use them to generate blight.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Entered
the dungeon.
Desire on Steam. I love the rework of the research menu a lot. Yes, it's much more tidied up, I think.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah. Hello all the viewers on Steam here at the Steam Next Fest. Don't forget to download the demo for this nice game, Dungeons 4. And you can play 4 missions of the campaign?
Yeah. First 4 campaign missions.
Campaign missions.
Let's place him outside of combat because he's low on HP. Oh, and you see our units require some sleep. That's one of the needs. So let's place him back in their graveyard.
But would they go back by themselves?
Yeah, of course.
It would take longer,
yeah.
obviously,
A
but
waiting hero
okay.
disappeared into the sacrificial
But you
fire.
can, if you do it
Seductive
yourself, you
light
can
spread a
speed up the
confident
process.
undead
Yeah.
chill through the temple.
Don't forget the door.
Desire from Dungeons 2 to 4, there are a lot of very good changes. That's so perfect. Oh, thanks a lot.
So, and one thing I always want... Oh no, sorry. Where's it here?
Tolix, again, nice to see you. Always a pleasure. Oh, you have pre-ordered it. Yeah, I think you mentioned
The
it.
frivolous evil had erected a temple.
Thanks a lot.
From now on, blight could be
So
stored
you saved
which would
10%.
greatly enhance the ode to grave-wearing evil's undead armies.
Let's expand our dungeon a little bit before we go to the overworld again.
Payday! Creatures are collecting
And
their
it's
pay.
not a long time until this game drops. November the 9th.
We need evilness, so need to go to the overworld.
Destroy some good stuff.
Yeah.
stairs from the rooms added so much flavor. Oh, okay. Too much good words, Desire. Too much good words. That. Yellow squares on the edge. When you click there, could not figure it out when I played it. What are the yellow squares on the edge when you click there?
1 second, I have to micro my units so that they don't die, and then I will show you. I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, we're checking that out. Stay tuned.
Let's first collect this evilness. Yeah. So I think either you mean these yellow squares. So these are your gold veins, which contains large amount of gold that you can mine, or there can be a diamond vein which has infinite amount of gold. Or you mean maybe these yellow squares. So this indicates, as you see, if it's blue, it shows that you can dig them, and if it's yellow, it shows that you can't dig it. Can't dig it yet with your minions, because this is another stone. As you can see, it's a bit darker, and you have to unlock a certain research, which in this case is level 3 for the snotlings. Little snots can now quarry stone. Maybe let's... we can't unlock it yet, we don't have enough evilness. And with this research, our snotlings can mine also the much harder rock. That's why I'm also expanding here in the dungeon, because I'm searching for diamond veins, because they have an unlimited amount of gold, and then I don't really have to worry about gold anymore, if I do it right.
I just share my love for the game. Okay, yeah. Another stone. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, okay, that was his question about that different stone type.
Yeah, we have now different types of stone in the dungeon, and for some spaces you first have to unlock the research to expand more.
Yeah. So that we could answer your question. That is the goal of streams like this. And you can also rewatch our streams on Calypso Live on YouTube, for example. So I'm sure you can subscribe to that channel and get more information, let's plays, and stuff.
Maybe I will send my... what's their like status? Are they on strike? No. I think they're still satisfied. We found the diamond vein. That was...
Yeah, that's what
I was looking for this. And we see our chest production is running well. And there still is the tip, you can right click on doors to lock them. So if you want to lock some units in a room, you can still do that, like in Dungeons 3. Yeah. Oh, this was a badly timed... I think we have to run. If our undead units die, it's not that bad, because they respawn in their grave. So yeah, we have to run.
Okay.
They
not ready.
Yeah, we sacrifice this unit and the rest goes home. They respawn in their graves, and it just takes some time, but then we get them back. So for the demon units, they also respawn, but they need evilness for that. So you want to be careful with that, otherwise you lose all your evilness. Of course, there will be a perk later for Talia, where you can change that.
And that is the point. If you play the demo and you think, oh, okay, I've seen it, it's okay. After that, things gonna change because of that perk system Talia brings with herself.
Yeah.
That can really change your game style. You can, I think, take 3 of those perks. If you have unlocked them, you can take a max of 3 perks, and that can have a big influence in the game. And later you can decide which perks you want to give Talia for that mission, and yeah, you can experiment
One of the
a
undead
lot.
creatures that had fallen in
Yeah, they
battle
changed the
had gone to
gameplay
rest in the
gameplay
graveyard,
up
only
quite
to
a bit.
rise
So,
again after some
for
time had
example,
passed.
for the undead
The
units, we have a
merciless
very
evil
nice
was unable to
perk.
send it back into
This lets your
battle.
minions explode when they die. So,
Oh. Vacation is also very cool looking. Locking your minions in rooms. How evil. Yes. Okay, now I want to know more about that perk system. Yes, that's...
so in the campaign, starting from mission 5, you play. No spoiler, but at some point in the game you will play with Talia. And through the campaign you can unlock these perks. It's unlockable achievements for each missions, but also these perks. So you have to do something special in the mission or some requirement. And when you unlock them, you can select them when starting a mission for Talia, and they change up her gameplay. So they make some research easier or set your minions explode, but there are also some changes for the economy. For example, there's one where your units get paid in gurus instead of gold.
Yeah.
But you need lots of gurus for that. Don't forget, you can slap your gurus. And when you slap a guru, they generate also evilness.
But I can also sacrifice them to get blight?
Let's test that.
With a last squawk,
Yes, you can.
double, one of the same disappeared
I
into
think
the
you can
maw of the
sacrifice
sacrificial
pretty much
pit.
everything.
The Satan
So maybe
evil
one story,
spirits contentedly
you
spat
can
out
also
some blood.
sacrifice your units. Well, should we try that? Yes. Well, one story from the development, because you can pick up all units at once, and I wanted to place them in this room, but I accidentally clicked on this
drop them into that.
and I sacrificed all my units.
Whoops! My
Whoops.
bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
So that was a mistake on my side.
But I like to try things out in games, and there was, for example, the that thing we did in the Inquisitor stream. So yes, I would grab everything in it and throw it into that thing just to check out what happens with that. which benefits can I get, or maybe which malus.
Yeah, of course, the extremes are always fun in the games.
Öhrchen, hello, hello. Hi, nice to see you.
So, I think it's time to venture out again to the overworld.
So many people, so many comments. Are these unlocked perks permanently when I start a new campaign?
Yes. Well, your campaign will stay unlocked, so you can switch between the missions. And also the perks are meant for... It's also kind of a replayability, because some of them you unlock later in the campaign, and maybe you want to try an earlier mission with that. Or we try missions with a harder difficulty.
Sorry, died by accident, but never mind. I have plenty of gold, so yeah. Oh, this as long as we don't sacrifice Talia by accident. But I think you can't
The
grab
colourful
her.
clothes-wearing evil
I am not
had
sure.
discovered a
Okay.
cage in the underground, Apparently, this was one of the 3
Diego,
lost burial
hi
chambers.
folks,
All
nice.
that was
He's
needed to benefit from
also
it
on
was to
Steam.
open the burial
I hope you
chamber,
enjoy the Steam
presumably
Next
with a
Fest.
few firm blows.
A lot of games here going on, a lot of streams from other publishers as well, but we have 2 games in that Steam Next Fest. We had 2 streams already done with the Inquisitor. Check out this site, download the demo. It's only available until Monday, the 16th, when the Steam Next Fest ends. Check that game out and maybe rewatch the live streams we had with the developer from the Dust. Piotr joined us there, and it was really, really nice. We had a lot of fun, especially that last one a couple of hours ago was great fun. And for sure Dungeons 4, which will be available on November the 9th, but you can pre-order it. The standard edition and the deluxe edition, you will get 10% discount and until the game comes out, for sure.
We, by the way, unlocked, defeated one of the mausoleums, which gave us a new ability and a new dungeon exit.
Oh, so many. I had no idea. Dungeons 4 was coming out. I spent hundreds of hours in Dungeons 3, so I'm super excited for this. Yes, it's not a bad idea to follow us on maybe Facebook, on Instagram, on Calypso Live or Calypso Media on YouTube, and then you will get informed about new stuff. The unlocking. Just downloaded the demo and almost want to call out sick for the rest of the day. Super, I'm looking forward for that, yes. Yes, and you have the chance to play 4 campaign missions, the first 4. But after that, things will added to that, but that only in the full game. Man, splash.
Yeah, if you need some evilness quickly, then you can do that.
So many social media to follow, you guys. Yes, we have to be everywhere today.
So what do we want to upgrade? The Banshee or the... Oh, we can do both.
Okay,
so
yeah,
give
then
more armor to the Bone Lord,
yeah,
and the duration of First Creep.
But I had chosen the Bone Lord because I like that with the sword. I'm a swords guy. Usually in other games, if you have the choice between clubs and axes and so on, I always use swords.
And we also got a new unit, the Vampire Queen, and her minions are the ghouls, and she has a nice ability. She kind of drains the life out of enemies and regenerates her health.
Oh,
but later on there's an upgrade for her. In this, it's not all upgrades are unlocked here, so each unit has 3 or 4. So just for the demo it's kind of limited, or the early mission it's limited. And later on she when she drains life, she also distributes this life to all the other creatures around her. So this is one of the ways, because you can't heal your undead units. Like with the horde units, they have kind of a the Naga can regenerate the health of the horde units, but the undead don't have that. So the Vampire Queen is the right choice for that. So,
oh, here's some constructive critics. Sorry, not only the demo, and you have seen that 2 to 3 times. You know, it's the second time we're playing that here on the channel. But yes, I can understand that you want to see more, but the problem also is we don't want to spoil that much, and we told you already with that perk system and so on, and there are a few things we wanna left for you to explore, and I think there are more people that would say, no, I'm not watching that. I don't want it to get spoiled. So that is the reason. Sorry for that. But thanks for joining us, and this comment is also very, very important. She kind of sucks. Rain, you guys almost fall into that. Oh, so many comments. Sorry if I cannot answer that. So this is really good that you are here, and I can totally concentrate on the people here. Nikolaus, hey, I finished the demo. That's a great improvement in UI, 3D models, and
Ding dong,
music.
It's payday.
Thanks a lot. I wish there was kind of... I still wish there was kind of a collector's edition with a small Talia figure. I cannot say. I'm not a huge fan of figures in collector's editions. I would prefer some stuff like in-game gadgets or so. You know what I mean? So maybe there is an amulet or so that is used in the game, and then you can get the collector's edition, and then you have it. I don't like that figures, you know, that you put on your shelves. I know people that are collecting them; they're really happy to get those, but I would rather like to have, so maybe in a futuristic game, some communication stuff, or there, you know what I mean? That would be awesome.
Well, I like figurines.
Mhm.
I also have a 3D printer myself, so
Yeah, okay, that's good.
maybe one day we can print Talia. That would be nice.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, that's an option. So maybe you could get 3D models or so for the community, so that they can print their own notes. We won't forget this. A good Talia and the evil one.
Enemies
Skirmish
are in the
mode.
dungeon.
Will there be another faction? Question.
You mean a faction for the evil creatures?
I think we can explain what's going on with the skirmish mode, what you can do.
Yeah, so skirmish modes are single maps which have like a special narrative to them, or like a special mechanic. And it's basically like a campaign mission, just one mission. So on one mission you have like to defeat a shield, or you have to do certain things like protect a caravan, so there are some options for that.
I want something that collects dust and I can look at. Yeah, I totally understand it. Okay, send us the 3D printing model. Don't let the legal department hear that. That was not a promise for myself. It was just taking your comments serious. I like to collect dungeon games, so please don't stop making them. Okay, we try to do our best. There is no merch for dungeons. Huh? I was asking for a t-shirt, but yeah, you're definitely right. Nikolaus, you're gonna check the Inquisitor. Nice. Have fun with it. The Inquisitor is the right game for a rainy Sunday.
Yeah.
He was asking for a t-shirt on Twitter. Ah, okay.
So in this mission we get some special abilities, and this is summon
Powerful
additional
undead
minions.
forces allowed additional minions to rise
So
to
now we
their
have like a
grave.
small army of minions. And this also speeds up our units, so undead that run quickly.
The Bone Lord reminds me of the Undead General from Dungeons 2. Really like that Vampire Queen. Yeah, she looks so really good. I visited Realmforge Studios in Munich a couple of weeks ago, and I was also in the art department and so on. Really nice people that are so passionate, and they showed me everything. They showed me the animations, how to animate things, and how they move, and that was really impressive. I really like this is the part where I'm into that. I visited Gaming Mind Studios when they produced Port Royal 4, and there was an artist who draws stuff for the game, and that's really impressive. And they're really dying for that.
Payday.
Rainy Sundays are almost any Sunday in North Germany. Okay, today is. I thought it's gonna be a rainy day today. Someone forecasted it. Heard it yesterday, but there was no cloud. In Bavaria, it's also rainy. Yes, here in Rheinland-Pfalz, sun is shining all day. I was very surprised. It's payday.
Let's not forget to build our traps here, so... Oh, if we get surprised, we at least have something for defense.
Oh, I have some sort of merch here. I forgot to put it on. The hand of the ultimate
Evil.
evil. Ah. Isn't that thing cool?
Hmm.
We used it for the Nintendo Switch trailer of Dungeons 3.
Maybe you could do a challenge, play through the whole game with this glove.
No, you're not allowed. You could destroy your mouse and keyboard.
If you're
It's
careful,
your own,
like...
it's your own risk. It's your own risk. This is you can dig a lot here. This thing is really solid, really sturdy. We have another one as well, but it's in an office upstairs. I like the traps. You can put them at the walls and on the floor. Yeah. Ah, the gauntlet. Oh, no. It's Immy. I shall slap you with that one. Hey, Immy, how are you?
Undead forces roam the land.
If you play faster after that, then it works.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Really nice. I would totally make a channel, Point Redemption, to play games with that. Yes, it would be nice. A YouTube channel playing games as a knight or the ultimate evil. This hand, I just need to do the NPC life, and it's surprisingly comfortable. I won't wear it all the time. Fortum on Steam. He's also in Rheinland-Pfalz. Where can I visit you guys? We're in Worms.
have to hurry back to the dungeon because, as I said, you have to protect it. Otherwise, you might get surprised. No, but I think I built enough traps.
The trap.
The traps. And now we unlock the research where we can mine through the harder rock, so...
In Brazil, the NPC life is very famous. I don't know if they are in other countries. Never heard of that, Batagin. Playing with the undead really is a no-brainer. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I was close to Worms the other day. My train had a short stop in Mannheim. Oh, I really love Mannheim. My brother-in-law lived there for quite a long time, and I spent some time there at school. I'm a big fan of Mannheim. The train was full and delayed. Okay. Delayed is a normal thing these days. Sadly.
Especially around Mannheim.
My daughter came to me and she said, "Dad, I want to visit Mannheim by train." So, okay, why not? It's a long time ago. I traveled by train. Why not? It takes by train from my place around 40 minutes to Mannheim. So very easy.
You thought.
I thought. So the first thing, I bought a ticket. Then we sat down and waited. And on the crawl, on a shield on top, sorry, this train won't come. It's cancelled. So come on. My daughter really so, and now, what can we do now? So, okay, let's get back to the car, drive to the next station where we should have changed the train, and from there it's easy to head to Mannheim. Then we drove to Frankenthal, parked the car, head to the other area, and we waited for 20 or 25 minutes with a lot of other people. Meanwhile, you heard messages, "Oh, stay back from the tracks, it could be dangerous, train is incoming." On none of those tracks there was a train coming in all these 25 minutes. So, okay, what's going on here? Someone came to me and asked me, "Is this the train here to Mannheim?" I hope so. And after 30 minutes or so, a guy came and told everyone, "No, there is no train here. Everything is cancelled. We have to take the bus instead." So, okay, is it a problem to put a paper where you write down MA and put it in front, the front window? No, there was nothing written on that buses. You didn't know where to get in. Okay, I was questioning around. My daughter got hungry at this time. Really nice situation. And so, yes, okay, this train goes to Ludwigshafen, which is almost, if there wasn't the Rhine, then both cities would be one block. Okay, let's head to Ludwigshafen. We did that. Finally, we got to Ludwigshafen. From there, we had to travel to Mannheim. That was the journey. Took 2.5 hours. As I mentioned, usually 40 minutes. 2.5 hours. And I'm not talking about the back travel. That was...
Isn't there like a saying, it's not about a destination, it's about a journey?
Yes.
Well, you spend some quality time with your daughter, so...
But this is the point. I would not tell you that story if everything went fine. Oh, from Öhrchen, I have a suggestion for the game. I think it would be better if the Hand of Evil would be the actual mouse pointer. Having the mouse pointer and the hand is somewhat confusing sometimes. That's a good point.
Yeah, we heard that feedback. That was also feedback in Dungeons 3, but the problem is we tried that and it doesn't control very well.
Oh, okay.
Because with the actual cursor you can be more precise, and sometimes with the hand it's a bit, it's more floaty.
Okay. That's a point, that's a good answer. Nice gauntlet, that could be a collector. Yes. Okay. I like it better how it is now. Okay. Then, really good. Do we have here? It's only 45 minutes from my place. Fortum wants to join the stream live here in person.
We can all meet at the pub later.
We can all meet at the pub later, yes. But I think we won't have 45 minutes till the end of that stream. Yeah. I like Talia. I think she's really funny. Yes, credits to the team of Realm Forge.
A wailing hero disappeared into the sacrificial pit. Seductive blight spread a comforting undead chill through the temple.
Now we don't have to worry about blight anymore. I think we built a big pool that we can use. And I noticed you always learn something new sometimes.
You've learned something new in this game, okay.
So there's an upgrade where heroes which we defeat on the overworld get teleported to the graveyard. So
we need that.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Oh, very important. I have a question about the co-op mode. How will it work, and will it change anything? The narrator mentions it. Okay. Tell us a little bit about the co-op.
So basically in the co-op you play together on the same map. So you can either work both on the same time in the dungeon or on the overworld. But it's a good way to, like, some person manages like the underground and expands it and looks out for heroes that are attacking, and the other one can run at this control at the same time the units at the overworld, so you can kind of split your tasks. Of course you can also be annoying to each other if you want. So it's more for friends, the co-op mode. So play it with someone you like. Yeah. And of course the Talia perks are also available in the co-op mode. But the player who hosts the game chooses them, so you cannot double them. It's one player that chooses them. And of course you can play through the whole campaign in co-op. The progression is shared, so if you unlock achievements you can do that together. And also no worries, if you don't have progressed that far in the campaign, you still can play with your friend on any map. So the possibilities are endless.
Oh, there's a question. I don't know if we can answer this from Jacko. A GTX 1650 in a laptop. Is it possible to play the game? I think we cannot test all the setups. We have experience.
1650 should be able to.
Should be able. Try the demo.
Yep,
Jacko.
right.
Jacko,
You can download the demo right
Jacko,
now and test
try
it.
to download the demo via Steam, and you can try it by yourself. That's the best way. Sometimes it's so easy.
And also the demo will stay up also after release on the Microsoft Store. So there you can play the demo and test the game anytime you want.
Very good. And what's also very important to mention about the co-op is that you can play, if you have a PC and want to play it with a friend and your friend only has an Xbox, you can connect together. So
Yeah, crossplay for some platforms
yeah,
is possible.
PC and Xbox, yes.
Yeah, so if you have a PC and play on Xbox, then
That is very important to mention.
yeah.
Because me and my friends, we have different platforms we're playing on. So, but I'm a single player. I'm not.
Yeah. But
playing-
if you both have Game Pass, you have the game for free and can test it.
Yeah, that's right.
So have a look.
UWU Cheesecake, hello. Who will be the narrator for German language? It's Monty Arnold, as the last time. I'm so in love with German narrator. Yes, he's still on board. He's also in the demo, or is only the
Payday.
No, all languages.
All languages are in the
available,
demo.
so
Yes.
there are no restrictions.
Ah, yes, okay, I was not sure about just. So yes, you can check that out, download the demo and switch to German and you will hear Monty. Dungeon 3 was and is a jewel. Thanks for these words. It's so many good words. That means a lot to us. Would be a shame missing crossplay in 2023. Yes, but sometimes I think people outside think it is that easy. And it's not always a technical thing. It's a little bit of organization as well, and that is the reason I always say it in the streams. Be gentle. Doesn't matter which publisher. Nice, constructive, helpful comments. That is important to any publisher, not only for us, for everyone. That helps us, and in the end, it helps you. That is very important. It doesn't matter if there is someone here who doesn't like the serious dungeon and is just only here to say hello, and he can always say, I don't like dungeons because of this and that. As long as you have a point, feel free. No problem with that.
And we always hear feedback, and often much of the feedback also makes it in the game then.
So, yeah, if there are enough people that is it playing on the Xbox as easy than on laptop? Maybe I should try it. Yes, you can play it on the Xbox with controller. I'm a big fan of the controlling it with a gamepad. I never play with mouse and keyboard. So for me, it feels I grew up with the controller. Since I'm 6 years old, I'm playing console games, and I'm so happy that Calypso games are good in controlling via gamepad. Doesn't matter if it's Port Royal, it's Tropico, or Dungeons. I am Samuth. GG on Dungeons 4, thanks. Yes, to be nice and helpful is always better, but one thing I really like about you is when you make jokes about pay to win loot boxes and microtransactions. It's always so true. Yes, we do not have game this. Is the game available for Mac? Question mark.
It's not available on the Mac store.
Yeah, okay.
That's not the case.
Okay. No, not available for Mac.
The
but
achievement Accumulating Evil had now
consoles.
discovered the third
So the demo
burial
for
chamber as
Xbox
well.
and PC. Larger base views
Powerful
look
undead
nice.
forces allowed additional minions to rise
I know
from their
Mac
graves.
gamers don't exist. Yeah, I think sometimes they're not treated.
We would like to cater to all platforms, but you always have to keep the resources in mind, the time of the developers.
The remaining
So-
fun here were
Yeah.
those of the alchemists of the scallywag ragtags, who considered arsenic
Like with all
to be a
things.
refreshing
And
mouthfeel.
there's so many
These
platforms these
corpses would
days.
There are
prove
so many
perfect
platforms.
vessels for mindless zombies.
The new texture sets for the room types also look great. It was always a feature I enjoyed. What? Cannot stop to say thank
There
you.
are enemies in your dungeon.
I'm not sure if you get my post right. I talk about the... Yes, I know what you mean. The in-game jokes. Yes. No, I got it.
In fact,
The narrator
the
talks about that,
sacrificial
yes,
pit
yes.
was a very versatile contemporary. Pretty much everything could be thrown in there.
I wanted to point out that
Payday.
yes,
Creatures
we
are
are
collecting their pay.
absolutely on the same page with all of our games. So many comments. Yes. Dungeons 4 will be set on my list. I have to spend my money for that, like... Okay, the perfect blossom is a rare thing. You could spend your life looking for one, and it would not be a wasted life. I have a feeling Dungeons 4 will be like that too. Big words. Big words. Yes, you still have the chance to pre-order it. There's a 10% pre-order discount on the standard and the deluxe edition. And that one runs for sure until the game drops. I'm getting the same. It is a bit pricey, okay. Yeah, but there is a lot of content. But how do you calculate that? Content, quality, price? It's very hard. But I must say personally, so I'm a gamer as well and I buy games. And yes, I also recognize that games become more expensive. But the point is, the games price hasn't increased for a very, very long time. I can remember I spent, if I calculate it in a way, I spent around that amount of money for Super Nintendo games,
There are
for
enemies in
SNES
your
games, or
dungeon.
Mega Drive, Genesis games, and that was the 90s. And since then, the price for maybe PlayStation 1 games was that price was it was not that much as I paid for some SNES games. So it dropped significantly, and now it's going the opposite way. But
Yeah, I think if you would adjust for inflation for games like you do with groceries, it would be
Yeah.
much higher. So
Yeah. So I'm not complaining a lot, because there was a very long time where I had to pay the same price, and I bought a lot of games. And
for me, I always compare to movie tickets from the price, and then with the amount of time I had fun with the game. But also
Yeah.
there are games which are very short and you have so much fun with it, like a narrative experience, and then the price is also okay.
Yeah,
But with dungeons, you really have a lot of playtime, so
yeah, definitely.
and much replayability.
But I haven't bought many games this year. I was cleaning up my backlog, and I was really successful. And it gave me a really good feeling just to finish all these games and just make a cross. Yes, did that.
By the way, this is one of my favorite new features in the game, that the chests are stacking. And you can all collect them with the evil hand and throw them around in the dungeon. And the towers, the chest towers, get really high. The same with beer and potions.
Ah, okay.
So, of course, don't pick up like 10,000 of these, because then your PC might experience some troubles.
Oh, here's another point, and I think the price is absolutely fair, especially when
Your
it's
little
in the
snot
Game
have
Pass
completely
too.
mined
Yes,
out a
that's
gold vein.
that's also a thing. Yeah. Nowadays, games cost around 60 to 70 euros, so 50 is fair in my opinion.
Hey
Yes, I think my honest opinion is, if you love something, then get it, point it out, but always focus on your personal. So there are needs like food or stuff, and don't say no. I will only eat pasta for 3 weeks or so.
Well, sometimes I eat pasta for 3 weeks, but on choice and not of necessity.
Ha! There, I see my subjects.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
brave
Samus. I was too
creatures
poor for
already
to
appearing
own
on the
consoles.
horizon.
I
Once
didn't
they
have
get
one
their
since the
hands on you,
Intellivision.
that summer camp will seem like a lovely vacation.
What is the
compared to
Intellivision?
that.
Oh, this is a very old
My men will stop
console,
that vermin.
and
My
I've
brothers.
heard that
In your eyes, I see the same fear
Dave
that
Perry,
would
you know
lead me-
Dave Perry?
Why, that
Yes.
same old crap
He
again?
was
Good
in a
grief.
group of
Can't you
people
just
that want
steal
to
something
revive
else?
the
Maybe you
Intellivision
should
in
follow
a
Ned Stark's example
some
a
sort
little
of
more.
a
That would be
new
a
modern
blessing for
version
everyone
of it,
involved.
but I heard about it I think 2 years ago, and that never happened. I don't think that there is a demand for mainstream for that. 666 hours of playtime. By the way, Dungeons 3 was about the same price on release. I think it was 45 euros, so we didn't increase. Oh my gosh, you can make the chess to a ball.
And you can also then pick up the chest and throw it around in the way of units. And then you have yeah.
Ah, okay, there's a good point. The only thing I don't like about Dungeons 4 in the demo is that new comments stop older texts, so I miss them. It's a point. But I know what you mean, so I've recognized that in many games. But yes, you need the information now when you trigger it, and yeah, if there's another one, an older one running. Will there be an option to switch to English voices? Yes, for sure.
So when you launch the game currently in Steam with English and then you change the language over options, you can select here all the text languages. You can change to the language you want. So you can have English voice and whatever text language you want.
Sure.
And I have to say for Dungeons 4 we really support a lot of different languages, so I think even more than Tropico.
Oh, okay. Do you prefer playing games in English or German or?
Well, in this case in German because of the narrator.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we found a gemstone, but we have enough gold, so. No, general, it depends really, both.
I think there are some games that are, yeah, that are playing in different countries, or maybe in Japanese or Chinese settings or so. I usually try to play them in Chinese or Japanese with German subtitles because it gives a different vibe. But in that case, I would play that game in German as well. I played Dungeon 3 in every language which was possible. How many languages do you speak? Oh, this is another question that I read in almost every stream. When do we get a Tropico Dungeons crossover? A lot of questions about combining our IPs. I prefer to play games from studios from Germany, also in German language. Imi. Normally prefer games in German. Depends, yeah. It has been a solid title, good quality programming, a stable engine, nice graphics, welcome humor. Imi, did you hear that? I speak German, English, French, but I learned Spanish and Italian and Russian. My respect. My brother-in-law is also a talent when it comes to different languages. I don't know how many he can speak, but not good at those languages. Nah, this is okay. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, Tropi Dungeons. Dungeon Tropico. Dunjopico. No, that's our marketing would not allow that. Imi. I barely speak American. The humor is so German. Yeah? Monty, was he the narrator in Ups die Pannenshow?
Yes.
The absolute presidente. Yeah, what he also had was yesterday in the Inquisitor stream, it was El Inquisitore.
El Inquisitor.
Absolute presidente.
There should be a president skin for Inquisitor.
Oh, yes.
Do crossover with all games. Oh, we could do like a brawl game with all Calypso games.
A brawl game or a fundraiser.
Enemies have
Fundraiser, yeah.
entered the dungeon.
Fundraiser, yeah, that's the... Was something like a Takeshi Castle like game or so with all the characters. Oh, on the name. Yeah, Inquisipico Danquisitor. Presidente skin for Talia. We still have goblin chickens. They are in the game. And there are the cute ones as well.
Well, if they hatch.
Yeah.
But the ugly ones, when you slap them, you get a lot of tomato juice.
Oh, cheese. W. What is UW? Cheesecake. You know, I had played all Dungeons games, so it was no question buying it. And
There's our nice chicken. A cute
the
chicken.
cute one. Oh.
Oh.
And because of your good work in all time, of course, it is the deluxe edition. Total love and respect you have from me. It's a lot. Thanks. I hope some more people of Realm Forge are watching stream and
I think they are.
do hear this nice words. Really cool. Oh, I have another question. Will there be holiday skins like in Dungeons 3?
Payday.
don't
Creatures
know.
are collecting their pay.
Just
For the
be patient.
beginning, we don't have any holiday skins, but you. Everything is possible.
Everything is possible. There are some things for the future. At the moment, the concentration is completely on making this game and bringing it to the public.
But the nice thing is when you change your skins, you can see that in the main menu. So Talia, that is sitting on a throne, then also changes her skin. And also the evil hand that is
Yeah.
flying in the background is changing the skin.
Yeah, the gals and boys of Renforge made such a great job. Yeah. Totally agree. The Xmas skin. We also had Halloween stuff, and we had Chinese New Year stuff in Railway, for example.
In Dungeons 3 we had Halloween and
Oh, Cheesecake is following. Thanks a lot for the follow.
Christmas. Those two. In one DLC we had a pirate skin.
Yes, the names of the DLCs are so great. Wait, will there be different skins in the normal version too, or is that something you unlock in the game?
No, they are in the normal version. So on launch there will be another very nice skin. And of course in the deluxe edition there will also be 2 skins.
Snufford! Late at the party, but nice to see you. Yet another stream. Yes, the second for today. You missed out the first one, where I played Inquisitor together with Piotr from the Dust. That was a really funny one. It's a shame that I didn't follow until now. I am sorry. Oh, come on. It's very nice that you found us and be a part of that one here. Evil of the Caribbean. Yes,
Yeah.
thanks, Ian.
Then Clash of Gods and there were so many. I played through all of them, so...
I have my version from Dungeon 3 on the Nintendo Switch at home, but I have to start it. We also had a stream back when it was released on the Nintendo Switch, together with Vlad.
Mhm.
And by the way, tomorrow there is another stream, the release stream for the Tropico 6 DLC, going viral. Mention that because Vlad is with me. We're gonna guide you through a bit what you can expect. We're looking forward. It's also a Realm Forge thing. Evil of the Caribbean, Stefan, thanks.
Your enemies are
Yes,
in the
I have
dungeon.
to switch between Facebook, Steam, and I have a super chat for YouTube and Twitch. And sometimes there are so many comments today. Thanks a lot for that. Sometimes I'm missing a few comments, but I'm trying to get everyone. So it's very good that you are here to play, and I can check out the comments. Yeah, Tropico 6, yes. I was very excited about the Gorgu, the baby. We won't spoil anything about him.
It's payday.
So, judging by your stream title scheme, the person next to Patrick should be the ultimate evil, correct? You have the control, you are the ultimate evil.
Sometimes.
Legit. Sometimes. You should see him outside the studio in his office. It's a totally different person. What? Steve Rogers? Steve Rogers 42 is now following. Thanks a lot for the follow and welcome to the dungeon.
Welcome to the dungeon.
Will Talia get mother feelings? Yeah, now you want to get spoiler. No comment on this.
Yeah, the physics, the chest physics, that's my favorite tool to play around with. But don't crash your game when you place like 1,000.
Steve Rogers, I've just played the demo and he's very impressed. He's looking forward for the release. Very cool, thanks. November the 9th, and check out the pre-order discount, 10% for the standard and the deluxe edition. I think that's a good thing.
So, let's go back to the overworld and can try to free Talia.
Okay.
A nice ability for that.
Undead forces roamed the land.
Speed up.
Additional minions
Yes.
now stood available.
And more minions, I think it doubles the minions.
It's like a hot knife through butter.
My armies are getting closer, little brother. Want to go ahead and pick out a nice tombstone?
Yeah, but this is
Not that you'll need
mission
it when I
specific
put your head on a
disability.
spear.
We do not need to further elaborate on your misdeeds, sister. My armies are not yet defeated, and the hero's courage is unbroken.
The courage may be unbroken, but the spine.
But later in the game, when you get the potions, which I like a lot, they are like spells, but you generate them in a room through a gimmick. There's one where you can also speed up your units.
Yeah, that perk system is that was a really good decision to.
That's not a perk system.
so-
That's
okay.
that are the potions. Yeah.
Ah, sorry. Yeah,
Well, the perks are for Talia only. So
Ha!
that was
The
the
vile
second time
stench of
now
the undead is
today.
still
I'm
coming
getting
ever
an
closer.
achievement for very bad
Forward,
listening.
faithful!
I got one from
Problems,
Piotr.
brother mine? Is
well,
that
but
the
you had to
sense of
play,
fear
so
Yeah, I had
on
to
your brow? This reminds me of when you were going to ask Chelsea Chubby Cheeks to prom.
That's not the point here.
And she dumped you because she wanted to take her dog for
Black,
a walk instead.
hello. Nice to see you. He's following. Nice, thanks. Black.
I can also laugh.
Yeah, yes, but pressing L. That's right. Yeah. Best feature.
Let's some
Powerful
more
undead
minions.
forces allowed additional minions to rise from their graves.
Oh god, this is a stronger tower. The towers deal quite a lot of damage, so you have to fan out your units. We still can fail this mission, so...
Payday.
Okay, so
Creatures are protecting their
right now,
Oh.
Jonas have to
No, no, no.
concentrate. Another follower. Gapter 85. Thanks for the follow. What's going on today? So much love. Definitely more credits to Realmforge for this kind of game content.
Undead forces roamed the land. Additional minions now stood available.
Talia can stay a little bit longer, I think, in your cage. Yeah, so Tristan escaped. We don't have to fight him this mission, but he will return.
Damn, this effect is great when everything turns.
Yeah, and the
dark.
buildings explode. Let's kill these halflings. So, I think, shall we free Talia?
Yes.
Get her out of this damn cage.
Yes, man.
With one last glorious hurrah.
Free! Free at last!
Anyway, have a
Come
nice stream.
on,
You are off,
let's
Emmy,
beat
now?
them, fry 'em up, smear them on our toast.
The sovereign evil had freed Talia from the clutches of her stepbrother. Pity, really. I found it quite pleasant not to have someone constantly interrupting me.
I will ignore your insolence for now, but only because I have to deal with that damned Tristan. The step in stepbrother is going to be an architectural statement when I'm done with him.
Lost in her rant, Talia had missed the fact that her stepbrother Tristan had meanwhile made a run for it.
What? That cowardly, dishonest, disgusting!
Goodbye, Amy. Nice that you visited us. That was it?
That was the last mission. We did it successfully.
GG, Jonas. Yeah.
Well, we have one last thing if you want to show
Oh,
the,
you have
the final cutscene.
the final cutscene.
I mean, if you don't want to,
No,
but
I thought that was it.
No, but I think we should, right? So,
Okay, let's see.
no.
Talia had been rescued from the clutches of her stepbrother Tristan by the absolute evil. This seemed a bit surprising as, after all, Talia had accidentally caused its demise only one cutscene earlier. But the disembodied essence of the irritated evil was restless due to its lack of physical form. It needed help finding a new body. In such cases, less competent personnel were also called upon. Talia was extremely grateful to have been freed from the cage after 3 long missions. Finding a new body for the absolute evil seemed a small price to pay. High up, on the 4th highest peak in the world, Mount Snotmore, resided the venerable Council of Little Snots.
Cool.
These wise beings were the ones who would know what would constitute a new, adequate vessel for the absolute evil. All Talia had to do was reach the peak. A trifle, really, but unfortunately, her stupid stepbrother and his oversized army stood between her and her goal. Otherwise,
Masters of the
however,
Universe
it would have been
reference.
so easy that even a group of gluttonous hobbits could have managed it. Would Talia succeed in reaching the peak? Would the absolute
Thank
evil
you
seize
for
control
playing.
of the world once again? How would Tristan and
Very
Talia's
good.
rivalry play
The
out?
game reminds me
Learn
so much
all
of the
this
good old
in the
Dungeon
full
Keeper in a
version
fresh
of
version. So
Dungeons
excited to
4.
play it. The full version, thanks. Is it on Xbox? Yes. Is there a project for Tropico 7? No, but tomorrow there will be a stream at 7 p.m. Central European Time where we play the new DLC for Tropico 6 going viral. Yes, so many names, so many dates. But now, yes, this game demo is available on Xbox and via Steam. Part of the Steam Next Fest. Check that thing out. You can play the first 4 missions of the main campaign. What else can I say? There is a 10% discount, a pre-order discount for the deluxe edition and the standard edition. Will come out November 9th. What else to say? Check out our other streams, and you should definitely rewatch the Inquisitor stream. It's on Calypso Live on the YouTube channel with me and Piotr. It was really a joy. Thanks. The cutscenes were gold. Thanks for joining us on YouTube, on Twitch, on for sure on Steam, definitely, because it's Steam Next Fest. Enjoy that. On Facebook, so many comments, so much love, very good comments, good critics. I don't know what else I can say. That was one of the coolest stream I ever had here. Thanks for joining us, and yeah, don't forget, check out, stay on Steam Next Fest, check out all the other stuff as well. And thanks, Jonas, for being here.
Thank you.
And then we see you. I see you tomorrow with Vlad. Goodbye.